Hi everyone, this is Paul Loves to Read, and as you know in this channel, it's all about spreading the love and joy for literature, and we hope our little channel helps you find the right book for you. Today it's a special episode because it's the end of the year, and of course I'm going to have to share with you the best books according to Paul Loves to Read, and just to share with you how I rate or rank my books. It's really very simple. It's just three things. First is the rereadability, as in when I read it again, would it still be exciting? Would I want to read it again? And will I enjoy it once again? And the second one is books that challenge me. I love a book that challenges me in a good way, and one that makes me think, and where I could learn new things, new stuff, and new concept, and open up my mind to new things. Okay? And the last is, I would say, something that is beyond entertaining, but something truly and genuinely enjoyable, something that stays with me, something that lingers for a few more days or even weeks or even months. So that means, that book really hit me. So very simple, very personal ranking, but I thought it would be something that I could share with you. And for context, for this year, so far I have read about 65 books. I'm still reading a few more this month, but so far I just wanted to share with you my top books so far. So I would have two episodes of this. One is for fiction, and this one is for nonfiction. And for today, I'm going to share with you the nonfiction batch. Okay, let's kick it off with this controversial, very much well-known book, memoir. The title is I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette Mccurdy. So, very taboo, very controversial book title. And admittedly, that is what made me curious about her. And just very quickly, what is it about? It's about, here we describe, it is about trauma, childhood trauma that you carry with you well into adulthood, the type of trauma that you do not recognize right away because it is coming from people who are supposedly taking care of you, of people who are supposedly there to protect you, so you don't see it. This is a trauma that takes years, probably decades to heal, something that would need constant reminder and attention so that you could really truly heal from it. So the title of the book is compelling, it is provocative, and I think that's the point of it. And dare I say it, I am also glad for her. So moving on to the next book, I have with me another memoir by Trevor Noah. It's a printout because I read in the ebook. Trevor Noah's Born a Crime, Stories from a South African Childhood. It is stories of South Africa. It is a glimpse of another culture for me, a childhood, a culture that I'm not normally exposed to. Definitely learned a lot of new things here. Genuinely funny, genuinely heartfelt, very easy read, but at the same time, very educational, informative, and definitely something that you could read again and you would still enjoy it the same level the first time you read it. There you go. Next, I love this one. Wordslut by Amanda Montell. Again, another one I read in the ebook. Wordslut, the full title is A Feminist Guide to Taking Back the English Language. So this one is about words. It's about language. It's about how language can shape the way we think, the way we behave, and specifically how language can shape how we think about women and how women think and view themselves. So it's a very specific area or category, right? And by the title itself, Feminist Guide to Taking Back the English Language, stress or emphasis on the taking back, because she would show you in the book that throughout decades and centuries, the language about women, or the use of language towards women, to describe women, to define women, has always been subject to a man's point of view. So hence the emphasis on the title Taking Back. Because, for example, by the title itself, Wordslut, that's another provocative title, but truly an enjoyable read, incredibly informative, again, educational, empowering, enlightening, something that I would definitely recommend all my female friends all my girlfriends to read, but more so, I would challenge my guy friends to read this. Be open-minded. I am so curious. What is your thoughts on this book? Yeah. So the next one is a heavy one, both literally and figuratively. It is called The Code Breaker, Jennifer Doudna, Gene Editing, and the Future of the Human Race by Walter Isaacson. O, diba? Just by the title, you could tell this is, like, do I have to be smart to read this book? No, absolutely not. It's completely readable. It's completely easy to absorb. That being said, you have to have a level of interest when it comes to scientists. So it's, exactly that. Science, scientists, discovery, the latest technology, the latest tech, gene editing, and genetics, and so on. So it is thick, it is informative, again, it is educational, and definitely you would walk away from this book learning a thing or two. And more than that, it has also a section or a chapter around what's called thought experiments, wherein you as the reader will be challenged about the right or wrong or the morality angle perspective of certain technologies. Like, how do you what is your views about the tech? For me personally, I always say that the technology is neither good nor bad. It's really up to the person, the human being, how you use it. It could be for a good application, it could be for a nefarious purpose. So it depends, right? But this book really, it's enlightening. The focus is on the scientist, the Dr. Jennifer Doudna, and how she and her team discovered the technology of gene editing, which is CRISPR. So again, read it. It's a Walter Isaacson book. Same guy who wrote the Steve Jobs biography. Okay, next one, and I love this, Deep Work, not a new book. It's been around forever. So Deep Book, Rules for Focused Success in a Distracted World. And this is something that we absolutely need, I think, in this time, in this day and age, wherein there's so many distractions around you. This would be about mastering the peak of your cognitive abilities, giving you tips and tricks and real world techniques where you could apply deep work, how to do it, why you should do it, and what to do it for. Why do it? What is it for? So it's very practical, I would say. This book is almost like a workbook, right? It has two sections. The first one is discussing why do it. The second one is discussing how to do it. I really truly believe that everyone, especially knowledge workers out there, should read this, try and apply this in your work as well as in your life, actually. So you won't regret this. Deep work. Okay, and we're down to the last one. My last nonfiction best of 2022 is Adam Grant's Think Again. Ano ba yung complete title? The Power of Knowing What You Don't Know. Think Again by Adam Grant. So, very quickly, it is about thinking again. It's about humility. Kidding aside, it's about having the humility to say and to admit and to realize that maybe you don't know everything, and that is fine, because true learning starts when you acknowledge that you don't know everything. And true learning can only happen when you are open to new ideas and to new concepts and to questions and to dissent. So I thought this book is brilliant. Again, another one that is very much needed in this day and age, when every news, every information that comes to you is like, very clickbaitish and so on. So you have to have that skill, that humility to think again for your own good, right? Before you believe, before you immediately believe anything and everything you read and see, especially in the internet. So there you have it. Those are how many are those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are my 6 best nonfiction for 2022. Hands down, and you could see the physical markers. Hands down, I would definitely recommend all and every book here for you. Rereadability is high, absolutely high for all of them. Definitely you would learn a lot, not just a thing or two, but a lot. Very educational, very informative. You have science, you have professional self-improvement, section, you have memoirs, you have language. So it's really a varied bunch, but I love it because all of these just kind of opened up new concepts for me, and I love how that that books challenge me. So I hope I got you interested somehow, and I hope you can discover your next read here, and we hope that you find the right book for you. Thank you.